Roger John Madden in Veracruz, Mexico. I'm right by the lagoon. This is all pretty much closed water. There's a little mouth way out there at the end of those lights that takes you out to the open ocean. Over there it's a very active port and naval base over there too. I said in an earlier video there are 3 chapters in my life, and I don't think I named them. The first one was being really successful as a psychologist and management consultant, working class kid, makes it big. And then the second chapter was when I was wrongly diagnosed as having bipolar disorder. I'm gonna sit down so I'm not walking around so much. Let's see if you can still see me if I sit over here. No, that's not good. We need better light. Second chapter was I was wrongly. I've always had a tendency to go high, and I realized in the last 4 years that I am someone who's prone to ecstatic states, and I do go high, and I do have visions. And then, like so many Aboriginal tribes, they'll have a member of the tribe that is a seer and has visions and brings them back to the tribe. So they take good care of those people. They don't lock them up. I was diagnosed and for 30 years took horrendous meds. If there's any contribution I have to make to the world as a clinical psychologist who suffered at the hands of shrinks for 30 years, it's to help people learn not to trust those meds, because they're mostly poison. Mostly do way more harm than good. And the time is right for people to not trust doctors anymore. Doctors used to be the gods, but things like the opioid crisis have helped people penetrate through that. They're a big industry in it for the money. So many, or just lost. What I know about psychiatrists, they don't know what they're talking about. And in an unguarded moment, they'll say it. These meds, we just hack around trying to figure out what might help. And so often it's an anti-epilepsy med or something like that that seems to help. But their definition of help is it reduces symptoms. Your acute pain gets a bit lessened, but you don't get healed. It actively prevents you from healing because you can't feel your feelings. So that was the second chapter. Third chapter was 4.5 years ago now, June 26th of 2019. I had a blinding flash of insight, similar to Eckhart Tolle, and I think countless other people that you don't hear about, where life turns a switch and said, you've been suffering for 30 years, that's good. You learned what you needed to learn from that, now drop it. So in an instant, I dropped all of it and became happy, and have been one of the world's happiest people ever since. Nothing seems able to dent my happiness. Oh, I was meant to tell that story as an intro to another story, but life tells me when to push the button. It says, okay, you've been pondering that topic for a long time. You're ready to talk about it. And the way to get ready to talk about it is stop thinking, empty your mind, push the button, and start talking, and I'll tell you what to say. Based on what you just said, I'll give you the next line. And that's the way I do videos. And similarly, when life says, good, shut up. My first year of rambling around the Appalachian Mountains, when I left Asheville after my waking up experience, I would hear a voice. The way my mind would get quiet was I would hear a voice say, shut up! And I'd get quiet. So I'm shutting up. Bye.